This is it. This is the first thing that landed in our lap where we said, we got to do this.
Mark and I are very protective of our subscribers. We think that you've done a great thing just by watching us. We want to make sure to give you the best information.
The fact that you can do this without paying anything and the odds as good as they are is just, why wouldn't you want to do it?
Welcome back, everybody, to the SlotsFan podcast. I'm so excited to have two of our absolute favorite guests on the show. We've got GambleSmart, and this is the first time we've had both of them in the same place at the same time. Marc and Dave, thank you so much for coming on the show again. It's been an absolute pleasure and a privilege having you guys on the show. We've honestly benefited so much from your generosity, and I know all your fans have as well. So welcome to the show again, and thank you so much for your time again today.
Thank you, Matt. It's awesome to be here.
And we've got some special news today. This is a special episode of the show. Dave and Marc just dropped a big announcement on their channel, and I wanted to have them on the show to help promote it and make sure we can share this with as many people as possible. It's a very special opportunity, and we're going to get on to some more GambleSmart focused casino myths and other cool stuff later. But first, I wanted to just tell people what's going on. So Marc, why don't we start with you? Can you tell people what's this all about? Why should people pay attention and end up going to your channel and getting involved with this?
Yeah, so it's giveaway time, guys. I mean, it's that simple, really. Dave and I, over the last year and a half, we're almost to 90,000 subscribers now. And one of the things that we haven't done to this point is any kind of promotion with anybody, because we were waiting for the right thing to come along that we think that our viewers, you guys, would love, absolutely love. And this is it. This is the first thing that landed in our lap where we said, we got to do this. We got to do this. And so what is it? So World Tournament of Slots, guys, it's doing it again this year, and 500 tickets are going to be given away. There's 500 tickets that are going to be available to go out and have probably the best slot tournament that you can ever imagine, right? This is next level stuff. This is not like a slot tournament you find in any of the casinos. This is going down to the Atlantis, Bahamas, and playing slots down there. I mean, that's really cool. And we were so thrilled that not only will we be able to give our own entry away to one of our lucky viewers, but also an app that is really fun to play, completely free to download and play these games to earn even more entries. And we are just, I mean, this is exciting stuff. We of course are kind of heavy leaning into slots anyway. It's mostly what Dave and I play anyway. So it's like, this is one of those things that just fit naturally. And we know that a lot of our viewers play slots too, and a lot of them play it already on their phone. So this is an opportunity for them to have a chance at getting down there and play this amazing tournament. And I'm glad and very honored that this did come across our lap and that we're able to bring it to you guys. I really am.
Yeah, thanks, Marc. So the World Tournament of Slots is happening in October. It's hosted by MyVIP, which has a suite of really awesome free-to-play apps. Dave, I know you, like Marc said, you guys haven't done any endorsements, you haven't done any of this stuff before, and I can only imagine how many emails that you get for sweepstakes, for online casinos, for social casinos, for all that kind of stuff. And Marc teased a couple of the things that make the World Tournament of Slots special, but I was hoping you could expand on that. Tell us some of the unique selling points about this event, maybe the first place prize and some other stuff that people might have access to. And also, what was it specifically about this opportunity and maybe, the apps and the brands and stuff that made you feel comfortable putting your names on something like this when that isn't something that you've done before?
Well, for me, the reason why I think this is really amazing is the odds that are basically of winning. You can win two different ways. You can win by playing the app, play pop slots, play Treasure Takeover like I really enjoy, or you can go and comment on videos that has that pop slots ad in it. All right. So that's right away. You have a great chance of entry. The prize is amazing. $1 million prize. That's just the top prize. Think about, even if you don't win the top prize, you still have a trip to Atlantis in the Bahamas in October. If you live in the northern region, okay, going to Bahamas in October is a huge plus. I got to imagine that there are people in Minnesota who would dream about the Bahamas in October.
I mean, I'm in Canada, and there's a lot of people up here dreaming about it.
And it's like, hey, that's great weather. It's a great free trip. So you got to consider, even if you just win a seat and you don't win the top prize, you still got a great trip out of it.
Yeah.
And to me, that alone is worth it, because that means everyone's walking away with something. Now, as far as this partnership and why we chose it, as soon as I was told about this, I was like, I already play Pop Slots. I've been talking to Pop Slots since we started the channel. That's one thing I recommend to everybody, because of the real rewards you can win. You can actually, just by playing, you don't have to buy any coins or anything. You just play and you're earning real rewards. And they're buy one, get one free off a show, buy one, get one free drinks, free hotel stays. There's a lot of different apps. They have cruises, cruise packages, all this kind of stuff you can earn for free. To me, it was a big deal that My VIP is a legitimate app that has been around for a long time. It has a history with Las Vegas. It has a history of paying out these rewards and making it easy too. I have had some difficult times doing these rewards because it's been on my end, but the My VIP people are always there to help. They are always great about walking you through which steps you have to do. And usually what I find out is I screwed something up. And it was totally user error, but they are completely patient with me, and I really enjoy that a lot.
Yeah, I mean, that's like, it kind of reflects some of the reasons that I feel more secure about this maybe than sometimes I see like win $1 million on the internet a lot.
Right.
The company that owns My VIP is an American company. It's based in the States. And like you said, there's someone there, or there's someone on the other end of the phone or on the contact line if you run into problems. I feel like we're also excited about this, that it's like coming off like a super ad, but I think it's because it's like we're actually authentically excited about it.
I actually really like it. Not to interject, Matt, but I was just like thinking of something of like, it was what you said earlier. How many things do we get a day? Roughly, we get 10 emails a day on do this sweepstakes, do this online casino, do this, all that. Mark and I are very protective of our subscribers. We think that you've done a great thing just by watching us. We want to make sure to give you the best information, and it has to be a legitimate app or casino. So if it's a casino we're doing, it has to be registered, it has to be licensed, it has to be real. If it's an app like Pop Slots, it has to have a history of being a solid app that is well played and well revered in the marketplace. It's not just some come and go app that goes off the app store in a week because everyone hated it. It's an app that's been around for a decade.
Yeah. Okay. Before we move on to the 20 questions thing that I mentioned to you guys, I want to just make it really clear right now how people can get involved and participate in your giveaway. You guys are giving away one seat. There's going to be 500 of these seats given away over the course of the summer. Like I said, the event's in October. What steps, and I'll throw it to you, Dave, what steps can people take to access or participate in the contest that you guys are hosting? You guys are giving away one special package.
So if you want to get this entry that we're giving away, remember, we're giving away one seat, all right? And that's all of comments on our channel. So you're going to go to our video. Right here is my long form. Look at me. I'm holding the phone exactly the same way. You want to go to this video. You want to comment on what's your favorite game, okay? So you're going to download the app. You're going to play the app. You're going to enjoy it. Find your favorite game and comment on here what your favorite game at Pop Slots is. Mine's Treasure Takeover. Don't copy me. Find your own favorite game. Right there, that's going to get you an entry. We're going to, at the end of the month, we're going to take all those entries. We're going to spin for the random winner from all those comments, and you're going to get that seat to go to the Bahamas.
That's so cool. And I think it goes for any of the content on your channels you're posting. It's showing up all over your YouTube, Instagram. And so you guys, the viewers, you guys can comment across all these different pieces of content. It's a great reason, if you're not already subscribed to GambleSmart, to follow the link in this description and head over there and subscribe, and keep an eye out for content that mentions this World Tournament of Slots campaign, and drop a comment. And I also wanted to mention, use GambleSmart's link that you guys are sharing along with your content. It's a unique link, and it's please everybody use the link so that Mark and Dave get credit for your entries. Okay, I want to ask you some follow-up questions, because there's a lot of cool stuff to talk about, I think, about the event as well as your guys' giveaway, and how you guys feel about potentially or actually definitely giving someone a chance, at least some of the best odds in the world to win $1 million. Before we get to that, I want to hit you guys with this 20 questions rapid fire interview. We actually did this with you guys, but we did special questions for both of you guys. We did like casino myth debunking and comp type stuff. This one is what we've been asking everybody. It's a bit more general, and I'm really excited to get both your answers. I'd love to just ask the question and have both you guys answer. Why don't I'll just throw it to one of you guys each time to make it clear, and then the other person can go. And just to reiterate, it's rapid fire. We're talking like 1 word, 1 sentence answers. Some stuff might come up and we can revisit it and get into it after this. But try to keep this nice and punchy. So the first question, and I'm going to give this one to Mark first, but Dave, I'd like for you to answer after Mark. What is your favorite slot of all time, Mark?
Top dollar.
And Dave?
My answer is completely different. Double top dollar.
Oh, that doesn't count.
I
was
had a
using a
feeling
general
I go
term.
into this usually knowing what the person's going to say for their favorite game.
Were you shocked at all, Matt? I've got 2 sitting over my shoulder. He's got 1 sitting over his shoulder.
Answer, man. It's like legendary game. It's so good. Okay, question number 2, and why don't we start with Dave this time? Most overrated slot of all time.
Oh my God, Huff and Puff.
You guys just answer at the same time. Maybe it'll be the same answer.
It's a Huff and Puff.
You got to remember, we've been doing this for a while. We've known each other for a while, so we have the same feelings on certain games.
Yeah, so it's safe to say that, Mark, you share the opinion of Huff and Puff?
Yeah, we absolutely. We do differ on some things. There is going to be some different in here, I'm sure.
I think Huff and Puff's the most common answer so far among everybody that we've asked.
Yeah.
There's
too
just
many.
so many.
I mean, it's like rated so high that it may just win based on that. Okay, question number 3, and why don't we just alternate? We'll go for Mark this time first. Best destination casino resort.
Ooh, boy, that's a tough one. I'm going to have to say New York in Las Vegas.
Nice. Dave, what is it for you?
I'm going to say Mohegan Sun.
Nice. Best loyalty program. Dave.
MGM.
Mark.
MGM.
MGM's
Hey,
by
that's
far
not
the
an
most
opinion.
common.
That's a fact.
By far the most common. We'll get to some where you guys might differ, and this might be it. Your favorite slot influencer? I guess you could pick each other maybe, but Mark, why don't we
I
start?
was about to say Dave.
We usually say it can't be yourself, so maybe that applies to both you guys on the same channel. Mark, it's just, and it doesn't even have to be of all time. It's like, who's somebody that you want to shout out right now that, really has your attention or you think is doing cool stuff?
Man, that is such a tough thing. God, one. I would have to say the one that I watch the most and the most I appreciate, that is very much in line with our channel, is Stefan at Old School Slots.
Nice. He's a great dude.
Yes, he
maybe
is.
that's a good way to it. You could say like, who are you actually watching the most right now is a good way of.
Definitely him. I do watch him the most, I would say.
That's awesome. Dave, what about you?
I'm going to pick someone different because Mark took my answer.
I think everybody says we're brothers. We're not related in any way.
I'm going to take NJ Slot Guy because I always love John. He's just a great character. He's a great personality. Since we already gave Old School Slot, we'll give one to John too.
I love that you said that because he was just like chirping you super hard in the interview that we did earlier today. In a very fun and nice way, John, but like he was, he also just like doesn't stop praising you guys whenever I talk to him. So
appreciate that.
That's proof
you
that
gotta watch
bribery
our
works.
videos. Yeah, exactly. Matt, you got to watch the videos that I did with John at Foxwoods and Mohegan, back and forth the whole time. It was just greatness. It was like, it was so awesome. We did intros together and everything else. It was great.
I love it. Next question. I think I know the answer to this one. Well, let's start with you, Dave. Classic 3 reels or new video slots?
Classic 3 reels all the way.
Mark, you nodding?
Classic 3 reels.
Nice.
All the way. Yep.
Kind of related question. High volatility or low volatility games? You can both say the same thing at the same time if you want.
This is ridiculous. Low
volatility.
Yeah.
low volatility.
Okay.
Shouldn't be a surprise to anybody at this point.
No.
Here's kind of a like new versus old question as well. Hold and win bonuses or traditional free spins bonuses?
Ooh.
I'm a hold and spin. I like the hold and spin because it's just fun.
Not
Hold and
me.
spin.
This is
Yeah.
one we differ on. I hate hold and spin. I hate
So
it.
let's go with the free games.
I go with the free games.
Nice.
So
I
you
never
found- you
win on
found
the free
something.
games. That's what kills me.
Okay, next one, and it's okay if you guys have the same answer. The most common question that you get asked in chat or comments or online. Dave, why don't we start with you?
Is there a secret server behind the scenes? That's
Like at
probably the
casinos?
biggest one. Yeah, casinos.
Okay.
There is not. But yeah, that's probably
Spoiler.
the biggest one.
Mark, what do you think your most common question?
This is different, and this is absolutely. I think we have not done a live stream where this has not come up. Every single week we stream live, this question comes up. Is it better to bet 500 credits at a penny or 50 credits at 10 cents?
Oh, yeah, we get that a lot.
Get that all the time.
What's the answer?
I'm not telling you.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're going to lose either way.
You gotta watch.
You have to subscribe and watch.
You
so
gotta
it
go
doesn't
click
matter.
subscribe. But
You just have to watch 5 minutes of your lives and someone will ask it.
You're gonna have to because if I try to explain it right now, I'll
Won't
take
be
10
rapid
minutes and
fire
Dave will get
anymore.
irritated.
Yeah.
So
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, this is one that I know you guys are well versed in. The most common casino myth that people try to convince you is true. And Dave, why don't we start with you?
that the gaming commission is in on it, that they're in on the scam, that
Really?
they're in on the take. Yeah.
They don't know the gaming
The
commission.
gaming commission doesn't matter. The casinos pay the fines and the gaming commission looks the other way. And that is not true. The gaming commission is the watchdog. They're the eyes, the police of the industry. So it's absolutely not true.
Mark, what's the most common myth people try to convince you is true?
it's the hot and cold stuff.
Yeah.
That games are purposely hot or purposely cold, and yeah, that one will never die. No matter how you try to explain it, it just will never go away.
There's so many different kind of variations on that theme too. Like it shows up in so many different ways. Okay. Question 12. The most annoying slot player behavior in the casino, and we'll start with you, Mark. Slot.
Oh, you're taking my thing.
This.
Who doesn't like that sound?
Edit that out. I dare you.
Dave, same thing.
He took my thing. He
Okay,
took my
second-
thing.
second
But I'm
most
gonna go
annoying.
slightly different. It's the screen punchers, the people who will tap on the screen. I'm like, stop!
The knocking.
You're gonna break it.
They're knocking with their.
The knocking doesn't bother me. It's the abuse that bothers me, because it makes me uncomfortable that the screen's gonna break, and that they don't understand that you get charged for that.
do
That
break.
you'll get charged for that.
Yep, yeah.
And it's like that's $1,000 at minimum on one of those screens. So, yeah.
I'm going to jump ahead a couple questions here to question 15. When you hit big, and that could be whatever it means for you with your bankroll and bet size, but when you hit something big, how much are you putting back into the machines during that session or that day?
Who's going first?
Dave.
Dave.
Okay. So if I win big, all right, for one, I'm taking taxes out. I'm doing 3 backup spins, and that's a spin without a win. And then I'm out.
That's it.
And I will not play that machine for the rest of the trip. I will stay away from it. Now, I might come back later on, like on another trip to play it, but I will stay away from it because I know it's going to try to trap me in.
What about just like, are you taking a shot with your winnings on the trip, or, how much is going back into the bank and how much are you going to maybe play higher than you had originally planned to?
It all depends on where I am in my budget. If this is a early on win, then that is all wins. I will take a good percentage of that and put it away into my win envelope, and then maybe risk a little bit. If I'm already behind, I've got to get back to even first. Then whatever's left, if there's anything, that's the play money.
Okay.
But it's never, hey, I'm going to risk this and try to win more. I'm like, no, you have to adjust if you've already been up or down.
Okay. What about you, Mark? What's your approach to when you do hit big? How much or splashing around are you willing to do?
So this is something I've really changed on in the last 2 or 3 years. I used to get a hit, and even if it's a jackpot hand pay and I'm waiting for them, I would go to the machine next to it and just start pounding it away because I know I've got cash coming, right? I would almost always, I'm talking like, 2-3 years ago, if I got a good hit on something, I'm going to start playing higher denominations. I'm going to go push my luck and stuff like that. The problem with that, of course, is that I would fall victim to the chase. Once you get into that high limit room, it's hard to walk back out of there. And so now it's much, much different. If I ever did get a hand pay, I sit there and wait. Even if it takes 30 minutes, and some of the places we've been at, it's taken 30 minutes. I will sit there and wait to get paid. But then I immediately slow down. I actually go down in denomination and play something else to cool off, or I just leave the casino for a little while. Those are really important things because that dopamine hit that you get from getting a gigantic win is so powerful. And even if you are real disciplined, it could go out the window in an instant if you get a gigantic win like that. I mean, you bet $1 and you win 14 grand. It's hard to say, I'm out of here. Mm-hmm. You want to go play stuff you've never played before. You want to go see what the high limit room's like, all those kinds of things. But yeah, that's not something most people should be doing. And we really try hard to stay disciplined to cool off after a good win.
Well, it's cool to hear that
you know what no one ever thinks about?
Go ahead.
No one ever thinks about when you get a win. Use your phone, take a picture of the check, request a check, and deposit it. Done. It's out of your hands. It's in your bank. It's safe.
I had another influencer say that when they get something big, they immediately tell people, they tell their significant other, they tell people so that there's like a record of like, because then when they get back, they're like, so how much money do you have now?
Yeah.
You're gonna have to explain yourself.
Be held accountable.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. That is a good thing.
Not to derail this, but I also feel like when you take a shot, when you go up in bet size, it's like it's a lot harder to go back down. It's like if you're betting 10, it's a lot harder to get excited about $1 bets again or something, and then it kind of carries forward or something. So
that's the evolution of a slot gambler right there. Yeah. We all start small.
Adrenaline is hard.
Go back and look at some of these influencers that started 10 years ago and see what they were betting, and now look at what they're betting now.
Yeah,
it's not just because they're an influencer. That's the natural progression.
It's like with everything,
you play
right?
It's until like it's no longer exciting, and then thing. You have to move up in denomination to get those tinglies.
Mm-hmm. That adrenaline is a hell of a drug.
That's right.
Next question. Tipping on big wins, yes or no? And if yes, how much? Mark, let's start with you.
Absolutely. I always do. But I don't tip much. I usually do 1% or 2%, depending on how I'm doing. Now, if I'm having a bad night and I'm definitely down, I don't tip at all. And I tell them that. I just say, listen, I'm having a bad night. I'm sorry. If I end up turning it around, I'll find you and give you a tip. But what we try to do, my wife and I especially, is we tip the attendants in the bathrooms and the people coming around cleaning up after us disgusting humans with all the ashtrays and drink cups and all that. I like to tip them because they're really the ones that are doing a lot of the hard work there. So
that's a really interesting answer. I totally agree with that. Dave, what's your approach to tipping on big wins?
So mine is $20 up to where $20 essentially maxes out, and then go 1%. Now, I do have a very kind of greedy philosophy that's my money. The slot attendant, that's their job to bring you your money. They're not doing anything extra, but if they are doing something extra, reward them for that. And also, got to think a little bit about karma here, okay? It never hurts to pay it a little bit forward, give a couple of tips out, and especially those bathroom attendants, the drink attendants, all those people who are the unsung heroes. They really deserve that little bit of extra gratitude. And I can tell you this from a fact, that $5 to a bathroom attendant means way more than $20 to a slot attendant. Because for one, the slot attendant is splitting that with everybody else on shift. The bathroom attendant isn't. Mm-hmm. That goes in their pocket. That's done.
Yeah.
No cameras in the bathroom.
Yeah. No, those are really great points. I appreciate that. Okay, next question. Free play or room and food comps? Dave.
Both.
That's if you want both.
Most regular people don't always get both.
Right. So if I have to pick one, not knowing the denomination, I'm going with resort credit, because that means I can eat. Now, remember, I'm bringing my budget along. It's not going to matter, that little bit of much is not going to matter much free play. But if I can eat a couple of meals for free, that's going to save me from having to spend that gambling money.
Got it.
So that's just mine. I would go, if I had to pick one, it's going to be resort credit.
Cool. What about you, Mark?
Oh man, I'm so torn on that. Because the reason I'm there is most likely to gamble, so I'm more likely to use the free play, and I use free play as a addition to my budget instead of like using it as fun money, if that makes sense. So if I end up getting free play, then maybe I can bring a little less cash with myself to equal the amount that I feel comfortable gambling with. So I'm gonna have to go with free play on this one.
That makes sense. I mean, they're both great. And as an influencer, maybe the extra resources to make content kind of has more value than just someone who's like putting the money in or, playing the money through the machine. Okay, next question. Right. One thing you learned, like one specific thing that you learned along the way that you wished you had known sooner, that maybe someone watching still hasn't learned. Mark, why don't we start with you?
To be open. That what you might think is not exactly the way it is. And to be open to changing your behaviors and habits inside of the casino. I think that's the lesson that I've learned the most, that I wish every one of our viewers could learn.
Dave.
It took me a long time to learn that you're not always going to win. And there's going to be times when you're completely broke. And I wish I'd have learned those things a lot sooner, and I would have been broke in Vegas a lot less. And I mean broke. I mean $5 to last me a whole day before my flight goes back. Broke.
Hard lesson to learn.
Yep, very. A lot of dollar hot dogs. Yep.
The last question's a total gimmick, but should people go to your channel and comment on your videos and try to win a seat at the World Tournament of Slots? Yes or no?
Yes, absolutely. Go to our channel, comment on one of our Pop Slots videos to try to earn yourself a seat. We're giving away one seat, okay? The odds are like what? 80,000 to 1, 90,000 to 1. That's perfect. Way better than anything else.
I'm going to assume that you have the same answer.
Yes.
Thanks for that, guys. I actually, on that note, it's a segue to ask a couple other questions. You guys have so much experience in casinos, and we know that there's like slot tournaments, there's invite slot tournaments, there's giveaways, there's all this stuff. When you start talking about tournaments or giveaways that have really big prizes, like we're talking 6-7 figure prizes, it struck me that usually these things are only it's an invite only type thing, and you're only getting invited if you're a high roller, if you're spending a lot of money. It basically excludes most people from having any chance of participating in anything like this. And it really stood out to me that this whole World Tournament of Slots is so open. Like, you're going to see the people there. They're not high, there's going to be high rollers, but they're not all high rollers at all. You can win your way there for free. You can win your way there by commenting on a GambleSmart video. I mean, how special is that? And it kind of ties into the idea of like someone from your channel, someone who's following your channel, who's commenting, is going to win their way there. And, I'd love to think that it might be someone that wouldn't otherwise be able to have an experience like this, even if it's going and having a once in a lifetime trip to the Bahamas and the excitement of potentially winning this kind of money. I mean, how does that strike you guys? And
I mean, think about it this way: high rollers are not playing these games, guys. They're in the casino losing thousands and thousands and thousands every single night they go. So you don't have to worry about their competition on these things. So the fact that you can do this without paying anything, and the odds as good as they are, is just, why wouldn't you want to do it? Like, I'm going to be completely honest and transparent here. I know Dave has been playing Pop Slots for a decade. I never download casino apps on my phone. I've never been interested, mostly because I've got them behind me. I can come over here and play anytime. But I've got Pop Slots loaded on here, and I'm already playing, and it's like, that's how good of a thing this is. And it would just be dumb, and I don't want to call anybody dumb, but it would be dumb not to take part in this, because it's just the way that it's laid out, and the fact that you don't have to spend any money. You don't have to pretend to be a high roller. You know, Matt, you mentioned these the casino tournaments and stuff. Even some of them require $5,000 buy-ins, $1,000 buy-ins, and you still have terrible odds of even walking away with that much free play. I've never even done a slot tournament for that reason, because I always felt like it's too far-fetched. I don't want to put any money into it. Now, if I got one for free, I'd do it. And that's what this is, guys. This is something for free. Think of it as a slot tournament that you would find in your casino that you can play anywhere you want for free.
Yeah. I don't
know how simple to say it.
Yeah, we were talking about free room and food comps, and it's pretty cool that you can get access to those things. Like you can subsidize your trips to a lot of your favorite destinations for free by playing fun games. I know this sounds like a total ad, but I'm excited about it, and it
is. Yeah,
it is. But it's like
it's the truth.
Yeah, it's the truth, man. So I'm really excited to follow your guys' content, and to I'm most excited about seeing and finding out who's going to win on your channel and who's going to be headed to the World Tournament of Slots later this year. And yeah, I'm so grateful for you guys coming on the show, and really happy to try to send any viewers that we can your way. I also wanted to mention, and we're talking about maximizing all the viewers' chances of getting there. You guys, this is the real little nugget at the end of the show. There's 4 other influencers doing this that are giving away their own seats as well, and you can enter all the contests. This is Slot Hopper, NJ Slot Guy, Casino Kelly, and The Good Life 88. If you don't already follow them, search those names on YouTube, watch their videos, and comment. They're each representing a different MyVIP app. So there's My Konami, MGM Live Slots, My Vegas Slots, Pop Slots, I think. And you can really maximize your chances at these exclusive seat giveaways by going and participating in those influencers contests as well, and of course in GambleSmart. So thank you so much, guys, for your time, and really look forward to having you guys on the show as much as we possibly can. It's always a total pleasure.
Of course.
Anytime. We're all good.